Breaking news, my wonderful people, is our brother, our very own brother Femi Fanikayode says Tinubu versus Peter Obi. I should not compare Don Paragon to Gogoro. I don't know who is the Gogoro. Is it Peter Obi is referring to? I cannot see at the moment. Is the one who also noticed the obedient movement and he shouted. He said, "Eh." The obedience are everywhere. It's not a political party, it's a movement. So the same person is trying to downplay it to make it look like, it's nothing because he has to speak out for his own campaign, person. And Shiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu. The thing with Nigerian politicians is that they know the truth, but they'll rather stay in the position or in the place where they can have their bread buttered. So there is no we, there is no, the country being better and good mentality. It's a me mentality rather than a we mentality, rather than the nation, rather than for things to become better. You see? So these are some of the things that are happening and why every one of us with one accord must begin to stand for what is really right. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Let's get all the details. The former Minister of Aviation, Femi Fani-Kayode, has stated that the presidential candidate of the Labour Party cannot be compared to Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu, the presidential flag bearer of the All Progressive Congress. He stated that comparing both men is like comparing Don Paradon to Ogogoro or Crystal Champagne to what the people of the Niger Delta call Sape. Late Nigeria reports that Femi Fani-Kayode stated this in an article titled "The Obedience, the Jagaban, and the Leeches Syndrome." According to him, those comparing the presidential candidate of the All Progressive Congress to the Labour Party are unserious and don't even know themselves. Femi Fani-Kayode claimed that Peter Obi was still a trader selling tomato, ketchup, and Bournvita in 1999 when Tinubu paid his dues and was already running for the governorship for Lagos State. He said, "What I found the most irritating in the whole objectable discussion about the obedience is not their own not their unprofessionalism, but their arrogance and abusive tendency, or rather their instance for comparing their leader Peter Obi to Tinubu. I consider this to be deeply insulting. It is like comparing Don Paradon to Gogoro. It's like comparing champagne, crystal champagne, to what the people in Niger Delta call the sape. It is like comparing the finest red wine with a vineyard of others to what the Ghanaians call akwitaso. It is also like comparing chalk and cheese. It is like comparing a Rolex to a Volkswagen, a Bentley, and the list goes on in explanation of comparison, and why he feels hot and irritated that the people do not have the basis for comparison and the comparison does not make sense. So he feels very strongly that Peter Obi or the obedience are not doing justice to Atiku Abubakar, Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu. In his opinion, he feels very strongly that Tinubu is far, okay, so far away from Peter Obi, and in fact, there should be no basis for comparing both of them in any way, form, or kind. So anybody trying to make a comparison between these two is actually making a huge mistake. According to FFQ, Tinubu stands on a pedestal far beyond, to mention Peter Obi coming anywhere close. Whether Peter Obi come anywhere close or does not come anywhere close, Nigerians are the one to determine what happens next. Nigerians takes the next move, the next steps. Nigerians are rising up and are saying, you know what, enough of those who come to steal our money and do nothing. We are ready now. We want it. We want a change in our nation. We want things to change. Enough of Nigerian students being at home when they should actually be in school. Enough of things happening that could be corrected, that have no business happening because we've chosen the wrong people. Again and again, we have the options. But what do we do with the options? Do we really make the best of it, or we just allow the options? We just allow things to slide and we just do anything. At the end of the day, we start regretting, looking forward to the next 4 years. Why weep when you can actually make a difference even now? So these are some of the things happening. Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu, Femi Fani-Kayode speaks highly of him and then wants Nigerians to understand why he speaks so highly of him. And I've said, the best thing for Tinubu to do, or the best thing for Obi to do is for Obi to, align according to him. He said that Obi should align, with Peter Obi, because if he does that, he can be sure that after his tenure, after the Tinubu's tenure, he could have a chance. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? So these are some of the things that are happening. Okay, these are some of the things that are going on, and why every one of us must begin to look at these things and be very, very sure of the candidates we are making our leaders. For a long time, we've gotten people who, truly, sincerely speaking, do not even have a heart concerning us, and most of what they do is rather for themselves. Remember that every one of us will give account. And if we treat our nations anyhow and we do not put things in place, it's going to adversely affect every one of us, because we will live with the consequences of the decisions we are making right now and even today. And so that time to make a difference, to make that move, and to ensure that at the end of the day we are not kept in a position where we are totally derailed and out of touch with reality, is now. That time is now. Remember, every one of us must work and ensure that we bring everything holding us back to an end. Yes, it is what it is, my wonderful people. It is what it is. And so let every one of us do that which is absolutely right and necessary. Because if we want this nation to change, every one of us will have to work. Yes, every one of us. It is what it is, yeah? Remember, you have a voice. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. Remember, you have a voice. God bless. Have a lovely and a fantastic day. From us, it's bye for now. Bye.